Hey everyone, so vegan teacher went after Ben Shapiro. I don't know if I said his last name right, but let's just get into the video.
Hello students, welcome to class. Today we're going to be looking at Ben Shapiro and why he is such a hypocrite. Do you know who he is? Okay, hold on, let's back up. He's 37 years old, he lives in Florida, he has 3 children, he's married to a doctor, he plays the violin, he is a political commentator with opinions that are rooted in tradition. He also defines himself as a Jew. He's got the little yarmulke on there. Or, let's see, I wrote down the names. So you pronounce it yarmulke or kippah or koppel. Anyway, that's what he has on his head, which I personally find kind of bizarre. I really find that anytime that anybody wears a religious symbol, it's...
How is that bizarre? How is that bizarre? People will have said. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jewish people wear those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jewish people that wear those. I'm pretty sure.
Just shows, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. You know, God doesn't really care what you wear on your head. He really doesn't. He, she, does God even exist? I don't know. But this guy's smart. I mean, he knows a lot about a lot. If you just listen to him speak extemporaneously, he just blurts out all kinds of things. He knows a lot about history. He knows a lot about...
Finally, someone that actually knows about history and actually learns from it. Vegan teacher is the opposite. She doesn't even learn from history, even though she tells people that they need to learn from history.
To present day TikTok, I mean, I don't know. He just knows a lot about all kinds of things. He's well read. He talks freely about, you know, he knows about sports and I just a bunch of stuff. Which, you know, I don't care about sports and I don't care about some of the stuff that he cares about. But my point is that he's a well-rounded person in general. But one of the things that just I don't get is why is he religious? Now, many of you know.
Because. Why is he religious? What kind of question is that? Why is he religious? Because he can be religious.
That I choose different religions on different days. Sometimes I am Jewish. Why not? The Jews have some good things in their religion. Like I've said before, if you're ever going to get married, it better be Jewish that day because you get to ride on the chairs, they jump around and they dance and you get to be up there. And like there's all kinds of great traditions. But to be Jewish all the time, not a good idea. Same as other...
What about Jewish people that are Jewish all the time? That's not their fault that they're Jewish all the time, nor is it? Because that's them, that's how they are, and that's what they were born with, is them being Jewish. So, that's kind of racist in a way, isn't it? Like, just saying they're Jewish isn't a good idea. Wouldn't that be racist? Yeah, I kind of counts as racist, I'm pretty sure, because... What about the Jewish people that can't help being Jewish? Because that was what they were born with.
You know, Christianity has its good things. Even Muslims have their good points.
Oh no, never mind. It's Muslims that have that. That's not Jewish people. Fuck me. That's Jewish. That's Muslims. I guess, I don't know. I'm confused. But yeah, it's Muslims that have those things on their heads. I'm so fucking dumb. I thought it was Jewish people at first, and I forgot that Muslims that had. Cause I thought. Yeah, I'm so dumb. I'm fucking stupid. Why do I need to? Sorry. All these vegan teacher videos make me lose brain cells, and I forget shit because of her. I just feel like it's because of her, because she makes me lose brain cells. Most of them, and then I have all this other shit too, so...
All different religions have something good to offer, and the theme is always, in most of these religions, is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So here in this clip we're going to watch is Ben answering why, about Judaism and the 7 laws. Well, you listen to him.
So I believe that people outside the faith of Judaism can reach out.
Okay, hold on. This is, let's just go back. This is a live stream that he did just a few hours ago, and he's answering questions.
So I'm going to try and turn out. Do I believe that people outside the faith of Judaism can reach heaven? Of course. So,
Okay. Do I believe that people outside Judaism can get to heaven? So he thinks that if you're not Jewish, you can still get to heaven. Okay.
I mean, I have to go with him on that because God, no matter if you believe him or not, I personally am Christian, but I'm not that, I'm not that typical crazy Christian. I'm just a Christian, a normal one that just lets people believe what they want to believe. But I believe in God and shit. So I have to go with them on that. If people outside, I guess, no matter if they're not Muslim, Jewish, no matter if they're Jewish or not, I don't think God cares. I don't think He cares because, personally, I honestly think God loves you no matter what. No matter if you believe in Him or not, no matter if you're this or that, because He still loves you for you, technically. So, technically, yeah, that sounds stupid because I know people are gonna be like, oh, but they're like bad people out there. I know, but technically, society decided to be stupid. Society decided to be like, let's be stupid people. Let's do all this bad shit. So, technically, it's society's fault that it's their own fault that they decided to be stupid. Because they're the ones that decided to do all this stupid shit. And with America, too, like, you know how America is, like, people, it's supposed to be known as the best country in the world, which is not. It's so fucking shitty. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and get on with this video.
Who believes in heaven?
I do.
I mean, how can somebody who has a high IQ and be science-based and make sense in so many other things, how can he honestly believe that after he dies he's gonna grow a pair of wings or float around or be close to God or whatever? It doesn't make any sense. But let's keep listening.
So Judaism is a religion that says that you can reach heaven without having to be Jewish. The basic rules are that you have to. They're basically 7 rules. They're called the Noahide laws under Judaism, and people who are not Jewish can get to heaven if they fulfill these 7 basic rules, and they are very basic. It's things like no blasphemy.
Okay, let's go through these all. By the way, I have seen this already, and he gets a bit mixed up. Because he says there's 7 rules, but then he seems to say 6 of them. So I looked them up. I got them written down right here. So we're going to look at those together. So he goes, no blasphemy. So you're not supposed to say, fuck you to God, which I do all the time. So apparently I'm not going to heaven, according to him.
Oh, God. Oh, she says, fuck you to God. But, bro, like... Like, bro, so she just sticks up in the sky and says, hey, God, fuck you. She just says that. Woman, I think, bro... Like I said, I don't think... God might loves you for you, but... Yeah. But yeah. I don't know why I find that funny that that he's basically said if people say fuck you to God, then they're not going to heaven. I just love how vegan teacher gets offended by that. I mean, other people get offended, but vegan teacher I don't care because it's funny. I mean, I guess she's one of those people that I say, like, get offended all you want.
Yeah. Let's go through another one.
Establish courts of law.
Establish courts of law. So he says you can get to heaven if you establish courts of law. What kind of bullshit is that? So if you're 2 years old and you've never established a court of law and you die, oops, oh well, you're not going to make it to heaven.
But that's a 2-year-old. babies and younger children don't know better, but as you get older, you get to learn better and you are more aware of what's going on. But when you're a little child and toddler and everything, you're gonna destroy things as a kid, as a younger, like a toddler or whatever, because you're a tiny child. But as like I said, as you get older, you get to be more aware of what's going on.
Shucks. What bullshit. How can you believe in this stuff?
No murder,
No murder. Okay, so clearly you're not going to heaven either then, Ben. Because you are somebody just like 99.9% of the population, somebody who pays for murder all the time. You still eat animals. Why is that?
Okay, but I'm pretty sure. So technically, the animals are murdered for meat. The difference with human is that you can, yes, you can get to jail like being cruel to animals, like abuse them, like in the interest, whatever we call them. I don't know how to pronounce it right now. But those industries, funny I pronounce it. But yeah, those industries, they're abusing shit, which those people can go to jail for abusing those animals. But that food is for that we need for that meat is for us to survive. So yeah, and the difference with human is that you can actually go to jail for that. I guess with murder the animals that happen in the industries and shit, but there are harmless ways that people kill animals. Just so you know, Vegan teacher.
Now, I know that somebody has confronted you in the past, so you know what animals go through. You know about the rape, the torture, the confinement, the sadness, the enslavement, and the kidnapping of all the different animals that you eat. In the meat industry, the dairy industry, in the poultry industry, in the fur industry, wool, leather, all of it. Nothing but sadness and horrific treatment of animals all the way through. But according to you, I guess you probably think that you're going to go to heaven anyway, even though you pay somebody to murder these animals for you. What kind of a bizarre religion are you part of? You know, take the good stuff of Judaism, but leave the crap that makes no sense, Ben.
sexual peccadillos or sexual sins.
Sexual sins. Okay, so you cannot get into heaven if you take part in sexual sins. Well, guess what they do to the animals that you pay for, Ben? They walk up to a bull, they strap this bull down, and they touch him inappropriately until his sperm comes out. That's what you pay for. Then they take the sperm and they walk over to a female, a cow, who is also strapped down into something called a rape rack, where she is inserted this semen without her consent. That is sexual assault. That is what you pay for in the dairy industry and in the meat industry. When the baby is born, if he is a male, he is removed from his mother, his throat is slit. That's murder, Ben. That is what you pay for. So that
Okay, but technically he doesn't. Technically, when you buy meat from a store, you just buy meat and shit. And he's not actually murdering the animals himself. Those are actually other people that are doing that to the animals. He's not technically doing it. So, what is your point?
you can steal the milk that belongs to that baby. Stand out. Well. Steal the milk that belongs to that baby. I don't get it. Why would you want to be part of a religion that lies to you about these things and that makes you believe that you're going to go to heaven? You are smarter than that. You're not going to heaven, man. I hate to tell you. Because if you're paying for these things, then God is watching you. I mean, you seem to think that God is watching you.
No shit, he's watching us. Like, no shit. And again, he's not murdering the animals himself. So what is your point here, vegan teacher?
That's why you have the little hat on in the first place, to remind you that God is up there and watching you. What do you think he can't see underneath the hat? It doesn't exactly have a big brim where you can hide what you're doing as you're eating chicken wings. Come on.
That's not the point of those hats. That's just a thing people wear.
No thieving.
No thieving. Don't steal from animals. Here's one. Don't steal from animals. There's a card for you to help you remember. What makes you think that you have a right to steal from animals? The one thing that they have been, their lives, their bodies, their babies. Do you know what they do to baby chicks in the industry, Ben? Now, supposedly you're somebody who reads all kinds of different things, and that's great. But is it just ignorance? Or do you actually know and just don't give a shit? In the industry, they take the baby boy chicks, and because they'll never be able to lay eggs, they put them on a giant conveyor belt, Ben. And then they go and they fall down and they cut them up into 1,000,000 pieces just so that you can have an egg. Are you okay with that? Do you really want to be part of a religion that says, hey, don't worry, you're going to go to heaven, and we're going to look the other way about all the murder that you're part of? Does it specifically say in your holy books that it's okay to do these things to animals? Because that's a fucked up religion, and I don't think it says that, Ben.
I don't know if it says that in the Bible, but in my opinion, I might sound like an asshole, but I don't want to sound like an asshole. I was gonna say it's fucked up that you change your religions every day, but I don't think that's really fucked up. It's just weird that you have to change your religion every day. Like, I honestly think you should be part of one religion and just stick with it. If changing your religion every day, like, why would you waste your time doing that in the first place? First of all, like, why would you waste your time trying, like, changing your religion every day? It's not fucked up, it's just more weird. So I don't know why I just thought of that for a second.
So because we know that anyone can be vegan regardless of their age, their gender, where they live in the world, because veganism is about doing the least harm to animals, then you have a moral responsibility to be vegan, Ben. Let's see what else he says.
Kidnapping, you have to stop.
Okay, no kidnapping. You just said it. No kidnapping, which is exactly what they do to the cows. The babies are born and removed from their mothers, Ben. They're turned into coats and shoes and handbags and leather seats in your car. Don't steal from animals. Don't kidnap them.
Established courts of law and
You said the courts of law already, Ben. You're getting mixed up. You're saying it twice.
and no eating the flesh of living animals.
No eating the flesh of a living animal. What a great religion. Okay. But you can still...
Wait, hold up. Did he actually say that? Hold up.
No eating the flesh of a living and shoes and handbags and leather seats in your car. Don't steal from animals. Don't kidnap them.
Established courts of law and
You said the courts of law already, Ben. You're getting mixed up. You're saying it twice.
and no eating the flesh of living animals.
No eating the flesh...
Okay, did. But I'm just saying, if he eats animals, and that kind of makes him a hypocrite in a way. I mean, depending if he's vegan, but not gonna lie, people still gonna eat me no matter if this guy Ben says it or vegan teacher says it. But I don't know that much about this guy Ben, but yeah.
Of a living animal. What a great religion. Okay. But you can still eat the flesh of a dead animal after you've murdered it? How nuts is that? Look, I wrote them all down in order according to Wikipedia. I did just a little research, okay? Don't worship idols. Don't worship idols. Again, I don't know that has anything to do with veganism, but I mean, I think that's a good rule. Don't worship. A lot of people worship Ben. They think he's the smartest guy around, but that's the problem. Ben, you are literally worshiping somebody out there, some universe. Why? You're worshiping a book, all these rules that were written that make no sense. Or that some of them do make sense, but you're not even following them. Do not curse God. Ah, fuck God. What kind of a weird rule is that? Why can't you curse God? You think God had it perfect? Why the hell would God create lions that eat zebras in the first place? Why didn't God just make every animal on earth a herbivore who only eats plants, and then they just die of old age at whenever, so that the ecosystem works itself out? Wouldn't that make more sense?
I mean, technically, 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 you don't control, God does, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I feel this way, but she's kind of giving the vibe that she wants to control everything. But lady, you don't control the universe, you don't control people and shit. Hate to tell you.
Elephants, giraffes, squirrels, bison, you know? Cows are herbivores. Like, let's have more animals like that around. That's what I would have said to God. So that's why I say fuck you to God. Fuck you, God. God fucked it up. There's nothing wrong with swearing at God. What kind of a religion would tell you not to tell God to fuck off if he's done some bad things? And he has. For example,
Probably, but like, he was probably better than us. Probably better than anyone around. He was probably better than us humans today. He's better than us humans today. Even though he's in heaven right now, he's better than us humans today. Like, sure, he was human like all of us. He made mistakes like we did. We probably learned from them. But you want to know what, vegan teacher? I'm not making you become religious, but you want to know what? God was human like us, so technically he learned from his mistakes like we did. Again, I'm not making you become religious or Christian or whatever. I'm not trying to, but I'm just making a point. God was human like us at one point, so yeah. But I guarantee you, he was better. He was better than us humans today. Cause look at us humans today. They try to fuck up the planet. Look at the U.S. Look how fucked it is. Look at North Korea. That's fucked up. Look at like the world. Like the entire world is fucked.
it's not exactly down here trying to fix your head. He should take that little hat off you and say, hello, give you a little smack on the head and say, wake up. Nowhere in my Bible, or whatever book it is that you're reading, nowhere does it say, go ahead and hurt animals. Go ahead and steal from animals. Go ahead and pay people to murder them. It doesn't say that, Ben. And you know better. You know what happens to the animals. You cannot possibly not know. It's impossible. You read all the time. You're always looking at new things. You have your vocabulary is like probably 3 times bigger than mine. Like you're not a dumb guy. You're a smart guy. Anyway, also it says here, do not commit sexual immorality. That's according to the list on Wikipedia. That's the 4th thing for the 7 Jewish laws. And so, like I said before, if you're paying people to touch animals inappropriately, do you know what they do to turkeys, Ben? They've bred turkeys so big now that they can't even have sex normally. So they strap them down. Some fucking bully straps them down. 2 people hold them down, and then they masturbate them, take the sperm and insert it into a female. That is what you are part of on Thanksgiving, Ben. Shame on you. Shame on you, Ben. This has to stop. You have to be vegan from now on. You have 3 million followers, almost 4 million. You need to say from now on, I'm going to be vegan. I'm going to do my best to stop hurting these animals. Because if there is a good God up there, then that's what God would want you to do. Not behave so badly.
Well, not God wouldn't want you to do that though. And God doesn't care if you eat. God doesn't care about this. Well, I guess if you murder people, but again, God loves you no matter what. But still, like, God doesn't matter what food you eat. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care. Like, yeah, he doesn't care what food you eat. He doesn't care what sexuality you are. He doesn't care if you're Christian or not. But yes, that might be some bullshit to some Christians out there. That the Christians might be like, oh well, you should be Christian, like. Yeah, I know people can probably be saying that, probably be thinking that, but technically, that's people's choices. That's people's choice as they get older. They got the whole vegan thing, which vegan teachers should know. If people want to become vegan, they can become vegan. Same with the whole Christian thing. If people want to become Christian, that's their choice if they want to become Christian.
You know, the Holocaust never ended for the animals. They still put pigs in gas chambers, Ben. All gas chambers, you as a Jew should know, should be dismantled. Take a screwdriver to them and just take them all apart and melt down all of the parts and create something beautiful. I don't know, a railroad, whatever. Definitely just get rid of the gas chambers. Rid of the gas chambers. Build a new building where they can grow crops to feed everyone. You also know that the eco footprint of animal agriculture is great. I mean, it is high. My husband said don't say great because it sounds like it's great. It's not what I mean. I mean great in the sense of it's large. So, okay, you know what? I'm not even going to go there because you're some sort of a climate denier. So, you know, I'm not even going to distract you to give you something to talk about and that's going to get you off topic. We're talking about the animals, Ben. The animal.
And he's talking about Christianity, though. Well, I guess animals too, because he brought that up. But he's talking about Christianity. No, he's not talking all about the animals.
Are living a Holocaust. And I know you might say something like, oh, it's not the same. Well, how is it not the same, Ben?
Because that was a long time ago when people killed animals for meat for survival. Yes, they're abused, but like I hate to say it. I'm this point is I hate to say it, but I highly doubt that's gonna stop. I highly doubt that is gonna stop. I hate to say that animals won't stop being abused that way. Like I hate to point that out.
Kidnapping people, kidnapping animals, putting them behind bars, enslaving them, torturing them, murdering them in gas chambers, it's the same, Ben. You want to be Jewish? Fine. But pick the good things from your religion. Don't be circumcising your child, for example. I don't know if that's what you do. But that's not okay, and that's what they do to baby boy cows. Similar, not exactly the same as with humans, but they rip out their testicles. Sorry, pigs. Baby boy.
Why did she say that?
Pigs. They rip out their testicles. That's what they do, with no anesthetic. It's fucking barbaric. Don't circumcise girls or boys. Let them decide when they're 18 if they want to have some part of their body cut off. Now, I don't know where you stand on the circumcision issue, and again, I'm probably getting off topic. I want to talk about the animals. Stop hurting them. Okay, again, it says, do not eat flesh torn from a living animal. Who the fuck eats flesh off of a living animal? It's just, that needed to be said in your religion? I don't get it. Okay, and establish courts of justice. So, these are the things that your religion wants you to follow, Ben. So, follow the good ones. If your religion is telling you to hurt animals, leave it. If your religion is telling you to kidnap animals, leave it. If your religion is telling you to rape mother cows and to masturbate bulls, like, leave it. Leave it. Leave those things behind. Keep the good. Keep the fun stuff. Keep your music. That's fun. You know? Even keep the hat if you want. Whatever. But don't be addicted to wearing a hat like that on your head just because it's supposed to remind you to be fearful of God. If God is good, God is watching you whether you're wearing that or not. I don't think it is reminding you right now to be a good person. It's not working. Ben Shapiro, be vegan from now on.
Or Shapiro.
Don't steal from animals. And if by some chance you haven't yet seen this documentary, watch it. I know right now you're watching Succession, and I know you said you like it, but just take a break from that series and watch this documentary. I mean, watch the whole thing, Ben. I know that your brain works fast, so if you absolutely must, I guess you can.
Peeps probably smarter than you. Its brain probably works faster than yours. Your brain is just nothing. I mean, it is something. It's fucking small though, but it's becoming nothing because she's so stupid.
Beat it up a little bit, but no, I take that back. You have to watch it and put a box of Kleenex beside you and take notes, Ben. What we do as a society to these innocent animals who never did a single thing wrong to us, Ben. Watch Dominion. And then come out here and tell me why you think it's okay to continue your horrific behavior towards animals. It needs to stop, Ben. Ben Shapiro. Be vegan from now on. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Coming up on screen are going to be a bunch of other videos. Have a look at them. There's over 1,000 of them. I've done other videos about Ben as well. Of course, he doesn't know who I am from a hole in a wall. But maybe one day he'll see. I really wasn't impressed when I saw him cutting up a turkey. He even acknowledged that it didn't seem right somehow. But he just covered that up. His cognitive dissonance is just shining through. But when you're smart, you should be able to look through that, Ben. Okay? Press the notification bell. Do you guys see down there? Subscribe
I'm just saying, if he doesn't know who she is, then he's lucky that he don't.
button. Press the notification bell as well. Help me get these animals out of hell. Thank you. And if anybody knows Ben, tell him that vegan teacher says he should be vegan from now on. And if he wants, he can have me on his show to talk about how we should be kind to animals. Thank you. Bye for now. Do 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 do.
Anyway, guys, into this video. Anyway, bye.